Super Trunks versus Super Perfect Cell. Which one's better?
Then that's what I'll be!
Please, let me get through. Oh, you saw that. You saw that. Come on, come on. I can squeeze. Come on. Let me in. What the fuck? Alright, since now I'm inside the raid, I'm gonna go ahead and explain, out of the two, just like the title, which one should you guys get between the new raid units. This is gonna be a battle between Evolved Cell and of course Evolved Trunks. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Hill unit, which is Evolved Cell. Before we get into anything, how do you actually obtain Cell? This will be a little bit, you know, a little challenging to explain, but it is pretty simple. There's other videos if you want to learn it more easily. Other people made videos on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just simplify it here. So, you could get power cells in raids, which is the currency that you could use in this raid update, and or you could get the semi-perfect cell drop, which is a character that you're gonna need for evolving Cell into super perfect Cell, which is its final form, of course. And if you don't get that, you can go ahead and use your power cells that you get to buy imperfect Cell at the Krillin shop for 25 power cells each, and you need to collect 4 of those imperfect cells to evolve them into a semi-perfect Cell. And in order to actually do that before, you know, evolving it, you need to have an imperfect Cell get a total of 300 kills in total. So 300 kills including enemies from the Android raid, story mode, challenges, etc. And you should be able to involve the imperfect Cell into a semi-perfect Cell once you get those 300 kills. And from there, there's another evolution after that, which is to turn semi-perfect Cell into perfect Cell. And in order to do that, you're gonna collect 4 semi-perfect cells and get one of them to have a total of 2,500 kills in total. So similar to the old one, you need to have a lot of kills. So it's a big jump, but it should go by pretty quickly. And then once you do have the 2,500 kills, you could evolve the semi-perfect cells into a perfect Cell. From there, there's one more evolution coming up, and you don't need, you don't need more cells to actually do it. What you are gonna need is to buy an infinite power core for 150 power cells at the Krillin shop to evolve it into super perfect Cell. But just like the other evolutions, you need a total of 7,500 enemy kills on your perfect Cell. So yeah, it comes along with a lot of kills, but if you do get it, you're gonna have your super perfect Cell. Now let's get into it. So what's his stat? So I've been looking around. His damage is similar to well, I can't think off the bat right here, but it's around 35,000 damage with a DPS of 23,000, SPA of 6 seconds, and a range of around 34, which is decent. The range is definitely decent. The SPA is really good for the amount of damage he's doing, and the AoE, which is a big AoE, I'm pretty sure it's similar to Jalal's size. So what is that? Half of Akainu's? So that's really good. He has no special abilities. It's just a Kamehameha in the end, and multi-hit is included though, so that's really good for shredding shields and etc. He is Hill, so I needed to add that there. I don't know if I already explained it, but he is Hill, so we can hit air and ground. Very good. You can place 4 of these guys down, and the total cost for one super perfect Cell to be max upgraded is 71,400. Now let's leave perfect Cell or super perfect Cell to the side and move on to Evolved Trunks. Now how do we get Evolved Trunks? Now this one's a little bit more easier to explain. So you're gonna have to do some raids, you know, complete raids for power cells, because you're gonna need to buy a item from the shop. But besides that, you can't really buy Trunks in the Krillin shop if you've already noticed. So that means you're gonna have to do a RNG run for your raids to get legendary Trunk drop. Now it's gonna take a while if you don't have good luck, so you're gonna be sitting there maybe longer for Cell, longer than getting Cell. But once you do have your legendary Trunk drops, you could go ahead and combine 4 of them in a time machine material, which you could buy from the Krillin shop for 200 power cells, and evolve that into super Trunks. No need for killing, no need for nothing. It's just straightforward. Now that you have super Trunks, let's look at his stats. So his damage, I don't really see a person, you know, get it to max level yet, but going off the way he's scaling, it's similar to Cell, I believe. If I'm wrong, definitely leave it in the comments below. So it's around 35,000 damage with a DPS of around 21k, just because his SPA is a little longer than Cell, which is around 6.7 seconds, close to 7 seconds, which is definitely a little longer. Now the range is lower at 24, but that makes up because of the fact that his AoE is full AoE, meaning that he's similar to Crush. His AoE size is also similar to Crush as well, so full AoE, killing everything inside his circle. Definitely good. He has no special ability, although I do believe that he should have burn, just because his move just like it just screams burn. But nope, nothing too special like between the both of them. He is multi-hit, so that's definitely decent. You can place 4 of these guys down, and the total cost for one Trunks is 60,150. Now between the two, let's compare the stats and compare the way you obtain them. Which one should you get? In terms of grinding, I definitely say get Cell just because it's easier to get because of the fact that RNG may take up most of your times when trying to get Trunks. You know, RNG drops may not be good. If you're good at luck though, they get Trunks, I guess. But this part of the argument might sway you just because of the fact that, in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinion, Trunks sucks balls. Alright, so the reason why we say Trunks is balls is because his damage is definitely decent. It's alright. His SPA is a little longer than Cell, and his AoE, his range, just doesn't make up for it. Alright, he has no special ability, he has no special nothing like that. It's just full AoE with the size of Crush or Gildarts, wherever you want to call them. So it's just damage. It's not that special, honestly. Yeah, I'd rather take pity for like Natsu or any other damaging unit that has a special ability that might burn or freeze, because of the fact that they're special and they probably do more damage in general. Even though he has full AoE, they're more useful either way. Still though, if we're comparing the two, Cell will still be better just because he's a heal unit, doing decent amount of damage as well, lower SPA and more range, big AoE similar to Jalal, and even though he's a little bit more expensive, like I said, more benefits to him. Although he does take a while to evolve, being a heal unit does make up for it. But in general, between these two raid units, I'm probably not gonna grind them too often because they're not that great in my opinion. I do recommend grinding for Jalal and Urza because they are the better out of the two, because you know, Jalal definitely a lot of damage, 50,000 up somewhere around there. The SPA is a little high though, but he is hybrid, right? So that what makes up for it. And for Urza, multiple evolutions versions. You know, she's got the heal version, she's got the bleed version, she's got the crit version. So she's definitely good in terms of damage. She could replace Trunks even though he has full AoE. So yeah, honestly, I don't recommend getting these guys. Just grind the event, get Urza and Jalal before they go away. But yeah, that's just my opinion. If I made a mistake or made some wrong calculations, definitely leave it in the comments below. But that's it. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. Goodbye.